If you're a life coach trying to build a business online, God bless you, we need you, but you've got to look beyond social media and you really have to start thinking like a marketer. So I'm going to talk to you about something that's coming up this week that's going to be awesome for you. But in the meantime, I want to share a thought for the day that Napoleon Hill, I get an email from the Napoleon Hill Foundation every single day, and today was just a beautiful collision of ideas that match perfectly with this idea of building your business. Okay, so Napoleon says, if you have something you don't need, give it to someone who needs it. It will come back to you one way or another. And they go on to talk about how important it is to offer your services freely to your community without expecting anything in return. Now, online, there's a battle, there's a conflict about, especially in the life coach community, should you coach for free? Should you give your services away for free? And there is a balance between giving away value, because you have to show value, and asking for something in return. You don't want to bombard people with sales. And this is a big problem that I see in across all the industries, is you're representing a business, whether it's your personal brand or something else, and all of a sudden you feel like it's okay to just tell people, hey, this is my product, this is my service, would you buy from me? And that's not really the way it works. So there has to be a give and take. And so this was a really beautiful quote and thought that came up in conjunction with this idea of growing your business online in 2021. And look, 2020 sucked, right? It was a shitty year, awful year. I'm so glad it's behind us. However, we're not out of the weeds yet. And we need life coaches. We need more of you to step up and share your gifts with the world. And the best way for you to connect with your audience, for the people that see you, get you, hear you, and see that you provide value in their lives, is to grow an email list. And so I wanted to share with you a challenge that is coming up this week. I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Nicolette Moore, and I love life coaching. I love the industry. I love everything to do with personal development and empowering other humans around us to make the world a better place. And my whole mission, my whole vision, my whole drive is to help empower other life coaches to step up, You got to step up. The world needs you now more than ever. And I've got to be an advocate. I'm an advocate for you, and I'm an advocate for your gifts, and I'm an advocate for this industry. And I want you to have success. So I'm going to be sharing all sorts of insight and tips and strategies and perspective that I've gained over the past few years whenever I come across things that I think are going to bless you and help you to scale your business, help you to grow a business, help you to grow a brand online that people love and want to be a part of. So today's January 3rd, Sunday, the third day of 2021. Starting tomorrow, Russel Brunson he's the founder of ClickFunnels, very, very well-known company. If you don't know them, that tells me that you're not really into marketing. But he's a brilliant marketer. And so he's starting a challenge tomorrow for 5 days. And the whole point of the challenge is to help you grow your list. Now, why do you want to grow your list? Because you own your list. When you create value and somebody says, yes, I love what you're sharing with me, I love what you're offering, and I want in, you can get that exchange, right? So you might not be asking for money, but you're asking for a name and an email. And I know that you have signed up for plenty of emails. Just look in your inbox and see how many emails you get on a daily basis. Most of them are going to be because you've raised your hand and you said, whatever it is that you're looking at, I love it. I want to know more about it. And so that's what you need to be doing as a coach who wants to change the world. You want to transform the world. You want to transform the people that you're working with. You have to provide them value. And whenever they get on your list, you can start communicating with them off of social media. And you don't even necessarily have to have a website in order to do this. Why is this powerful? Because you are building a relationship. This is why whenever I mentioned, one of the biggest fouls people make is to constantly bombard strangers with sales and discounts and promotions and buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Like, I don't even know you, right? I don't even know you. It's one of the worst ways to establish a relationship with somebody, because it's the whole first impressions is really important. And look, I don't do any of this right, okay? Like, I'm still learning. I'm still working on making things better and becoming a better marketer myself. But I've known and I've seen, after years of studying marketing and being a marketer, working and learning and failing and learning and failing and learning, you have to establish a relationship. Whenever you first meet somebody, you cannot ask them to buy from you. It's like the first time you meet somebody, you ask them to marry you. It doesn't work, okay? You have to build a relationship. You have to establish rapport. You have to provide value that makes the other person want to spend time with you. It's so important. And by using an email list, you're able to start establishing a relationship. And really, it's a test for you. It's a test for you to see, are you committed to this business? And are you committed to the people who are signing up and saying, yes, I'm interested in what you have to offer? So with that in mind, Russel Brunson is a master marketer. And so he has this challenge coming up, 5-day marketing or email list building. Okay. I got an email from Rachel Miller at moolahmarketing.com. I signed up for her stuff. I don't know when. I don't even know who she is. I get emails from her all the time. And sometimes I check them out. Sometimes I don't. That's a whole nother conversation about why that is. But her email subject line was, what if you could build your list from scratch in 5 days? It piqued my interest. Pay attention to that. You've got to do things to pique people's interest, to pique curiosity, to be like, what's inside that email? It's really important. So she goes on about, you can even grow an email list, but if you're not communicating with them, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing it for? What are you doing your online business for? Like, you have to put in effort. You've got to own the role that you've stepped up to fill, right? And so in this challenge, it's going to be all about building your email list from scratch and what to do with the email list once you get it. Okay, so it's really important. I think it's a free challenge. I encourage you to check it out. And look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Check it out. Go through it. If you want to grow an email list because you want to have a business that's successful online and you don't have to do a day job or any of the other things, you want to have a successful coaching business, check it out. And the way I look at this, whenever I go into these kind of challenges, any course that I buy, really any email that I open up, okay, I study what is happening. There's a point in your career where I encourage you to really stop being a consumer. Don't consume and be led emotionally, which it's harder to do, right? It's easier said than done. But don't allow yourself to be emotionally led into the marketing. You should pay attention to what's happening with your emotions, for sure. And you should pay attention to the words that are being used, the pages that you're seeing, the way that the design is flowing. I mean, every element is so thought out by these brilliant marketers, and Russel Brunson is a brilliant marketer. So for nothing else, even if you're not ready to grow an email list, which you should be if you want an online business, and even if you think that your email list is all that and you don't want to make it bigger, which would be mind-blowing to me, I think it's a great idea for you to just participate because Russell is such a great marketer. You can learn every single day. Just study him. Study what is he doing? What is he sharing? How is he sharing it? What's the process? How is he talking? What's his body language like? All these things are so important, and this will help to make you a better marketer so that whenever you're reaching out, trying to connect with your audience online, you can do better. And that's all I got for you this morning. Check it out. You'll see a link in the description to the challenge. I encourage you to join me there. I'll be there, and I'll be studying the whole way.